going to discuss with you today the Harcourt Trophies reading curriculum. This particular program was designed for grades kindergarten through 6th, and the book provides many strategies and resources, and they base those resources and strategies on research findings. So this is a research-based program that is designed to help students in their reading skills and promotes all the reading skills they need in order to become great readers. The research findings are found in the beginning of the book, and they place the research findings and they tie it to the strategy that is within the program according to grade level, and they match that with the research. So they give you the strategy and they show you the research behind it. We'll begin with a kindergarten program. It's Harcourt Trophies, and it's based on kindergarten, and the one thing it talks about is phonemic awareness, which begins in kindergarten. Phonemic awareness actually begins with kids when they are around 12 months of age. Around 6 months of age, they start hearing sounds, and then around 12 months, they start relating those sounds to words and putting meaning to those words. According to Harcourt, research says that phonemic awareness instruction supports reading and writing achievement. So recognizing sounds and manipulating larger units of sound are important for successful learner, and this begins around the kindergarten area and follows into around 1st grade. The left hemisphere contains the 2 major language processing centers, which are the processing centers that begin recognizing the phonemic awareness sounds and relating those to words. Reading aloud is another research-based strategy. Reading aloud should start at home, but you'll see read alouds in classes K through 6 and up. Reading aloud models fluent reading, and it builds vocabulary, it creates interest, it builds background knowledge, exposes students to various text structures. When the brain begins to learn grammar, it's based on spoken language. So the brain hears the spoken language first and then relates the spoken language to the words and the characters that it sees. The brain begins to detect patterns of words and places them into different categories like objects or people or actions. So when at a younger age, babies don't know the word sit is an action or a verb, but they understand that it is an action, and they just learn that a hat is an object. Reading to children when they're young will help build vocabulary and help them become better readers. And this Harcourt program actually focuses on reading aloud in grades K through 6 all the way through, and actually has extra resources for read alouds and discussions. Building vocabulary is another strategy that's used. Research shows that a large vocabulary leads to success in reading and writing. The lessons in this program provide strategies for explicit teaching and modeling. Toddlers begin to learn vocabulary as early as 6 to 12 months of age, and they continue adding to that vocabulary as they grow. Listening and speaking is another area the program utilizes to enhance reading instruction. And according to Harcourt, the primary grade should focus on listening and retelling stories, repeating and reciting poems, giving brief oral presentations, and developing academic and literary terms. As students move up through the grades, they should continue to develop their speaking and listening skills. The brain begins to learn and understand language by listening to, and language continues to develop as the individual grows and ultimately begins to read. This happens around kindergarten and into 1st grade. As far as my background knowledge with this program, I have never taught from this book. In my experience, after reaching out to several districts, this series is not even utilized in school anymore. It was published in 2005, and that's the latest edition they have of any reading curriculum. Most teachers use a supplemental, like novel studies and things like that. So this was what they previously used but is no longer used. And that is my experience with the Harcourt Trophies series, published by Harcourt Incorporated in 2005.